Greetings and salutations. This is the voice of Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his afterthoughts on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 7, Episode 23, titled Secrets and Pies. I heartily suggest that you find and watch the episode itself, sans commentary, before proceeding with either this Afterthoughts review or viewing my full reaction, which is hosted at the link in the description. Please support the official release. Be warned, this Afterthoughts review will contain spoilers for the episode itself. With that out of the way, on to the review. It's been a while since we've had an episode focusing on a conflict between two of the main six, in part because they've already done a good job of addressing any number of potential personality clashes that might occur between this particular group of friends. So how is Pinkie Pie's baking a pie going to turn into a crisis? And who's this pie for, anyway?
You sure are going to a lot of trouble for Rainbow Dash's pie.
Phew! That's because I know how much she loves them! My pies are her favorite! It's worth all the trouble to see her happy.
Aw, that's sweet, in more than one way. So how does Rainbow Dash feel about Pinkie bringing her a pie in honor of Rainbow Dash's 73rd Wonderbolt training session, which is a rather specific thing to be celebrating?
I know! I'm just so proud and happy for you, and I've been counting all your training sessions, and I was gonna wait until your 100th, but I got too excited, and I know how much you love pie, so happy 73rd training session!
What? You didn't have to do this.
Oh, I know I didn't have to, but I really wanted to. Have a bite.
Whoa, what's that? Huh, guess it was nothing, but wow. This pie is the best I've ever had. Is that cinnamon?
A quick aside, it's nice to see that Rainbow Dash remains cool with the Bolts using her nickname, Crash. Also, did Rainbow actually eat the pie, or did she just distract Pinkie while she discarded the slice? What will she do with the rest of the pie?
Do you mind if I take this pie with me?
Of course not. I gotta get back to my shift at Sugar Cube Corner anyway. Congratulations again!
Thanks.
I knew she'd love it. Is that?
It is.
Blueberry Rainbow Crust 73 ingredient pie with a slice eaten out of it in here, did you?
No.
Right. Of course you didn't. That would be ridiculous, because I made it for Rainbow Dash, and she loves my pies. She would never throw them away like trash in the trash with other trash, right? Right?
Right?
First, that old-school Batman transition to the Batcave, Pinkie Pie party planning cave. Kudos. Okay, looks like we've established the conflict. Pinkie Pie is regularly baking Rainbow Dash pies. Rainbow Dash appears to be discarding them uneaten. After a bit of sleight of hand to convince Pinkie that the pies have in fact been eaten by Rainbow Dash, that is, Pinkie sets off to investigate, donning her Holmesian deerstalker cap. It's nice to see that the lessons from Mystery on the Friendship Express have stuck with Pinkie. She doesn't leap to any conclusions. Indeed, she's almost comically slow and absurdly exhaustive as she slowly peels back layers of deception to uncover the truth.
Rainbow Dash doesn't like pie, and she's been lying to me about it the whole time!
Right. So, lying to your friends is uncool. But I think the more important question in this case is, why? I'm reminded of a quote from the old TV show Babylon 5. Everyone lies. The innocent lie because they don't want to be blamed for something they didn't do, and the guilty lie because they don't have any other choice. And with lies and truth being the growing source of conflict, enter Applejack. And she too can't recall ever seeing Rainbow Dash eating one of Pinkie's pies. You know, a calm confrontation with Rainbow Dash would be the best way to handle this. Pinkie Pie should just sit her down and say, I think perhaps you might not be as fond of eating my pies as I am of fixing them for you. If you don't like pie, that's okay. Just let me know and I'll be happy to make treats that you do like. But this is Pinkie, and she's put her hoof on the path to Crazy Town. So now it turns into an elaborate attempt to trick Rainbow into either eating a pie or to catch her in the act of discarding a pie, and in turn, watching as Rainbow Dash deftly dodges all of Pinkie's attempts. Pinkie's drive to prove Rainbow Dash isn't eating her pies grows in proportion to the weakening of her sanity, until...
Rainbow Dash! There you are! I made a pie for every pony, and you're the only one who hasn't eaten hers yet. So here, your pie. You to eat. Now!
Run, Rainbow. Flee! We don't need cupcakes to become canon.
Are you okay? You seem to be staring more than usual.
I just really like to watch others enjoy my pies.
You sure you don't have to blink?
Me? Nope. I'm not much of a blinker.
I remain deeply disturbed by this scene. Will Rainbow be able to discard this pie whilst under such close, unblinking supervision?
Just try some.
Do you have any milk?
Sweet Celestia, Rainbow Dash is fast! But now Pinkie's had enough.
That's crazy! What do you think I did? Somehow make them all disappear into thin air? Okay, so maybe I made one of them disappear into thin air.
Rainbow, do you have an explanation?
I just wanted to share these amazing pies with the folks of Cloudsdale. So I was trying to send them up via balloon mail.
But you just said they were delicious.
Well, obviously that's because I have amnesia. I've been brainwashed. It's opposite day.
Your memory's working fine, you hate washing, and I know today's not opposite day because I bake you a pie for it every year.
Pinkie's pissed, and she storms off. Rainbow is likewise upset. The last thing she wanted to do was hurt Pinkie's feelings.
She won't listen to me. She won't let me apologize. I feel terrible.
Well, you have been lying to her. To all of us, actually.
Yeah. Is there anything else you're lying about that we should know?
No! Well, not that I can think of off the top of my head. Is it my fault that I don't like pies? And not just Pinkie's pies, all pies. I know how much she loves making pies, and if I told her I didn't like them, it would have crushed her.
You kinda crushed her anyway.
And there it is. The reason for Rainbow's pie-related evasions and deceptions were rooted in a desire not to cause Pinkie harm. These sorts of things start innocently enough. I can imagine how this issue began. Years ago, back before Rainbow and Pinkie were really good friends, Pinkie offers Rainbow a pie. Rainbow doesn't know what to do, so she reluctantly accepts it. Pinkie misreads this as Rainbow loves pie. Rainbow sees that accepting the pie seems to really make Pinkie happy, so she accepts the second one. And the third. The two ponies become better friends, but by now, how many pies has Rainbow accepted and discarded? How awkward would it be to suddenly say, by the way, I kinda hate pies, so could you please stop giving them to me? In those situations, continuing the charade can seem like the best of a series of bad choices. It's usually not, but it can sure seem that way. So here's Rainbow Dash, trapped in these circumstances, and full of bad ideas, she decides to make it right by an act of self-punishment, by eating a horrible, terrible, probably deadly, poisonous pie-strosity that she has created, all for Pinkie's sake. Such a ridiculous and over-the-top gesture does get through to Pinkie.
You did a lot of ridiculous and overly complex things to get rid of my pies, because it made you happy to see me happy. Just like I went to a lot of effort to make you the pies, because it made me happy to see you happy.
Yes!
And if you're willing to go through all of that, it really shows how much you're willing to do for your friends.
Aw, shucks. It was nothing.
Now get out of that thing and give me a hug! Just remember, in the future you can always be honest with me.
Lesson learned.
I could have told her that.
Yeah. Cool. How about this? Your hugs are too tight.
No, they're not.
Getting here was a fun journey, and it was good to see that there are still plenty of amusing and sweet stories left to tell even after all these years with our delightful main six. I look forward to many more such stories. If you wish to see my full reaction to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 7, Episode 23, titled Secrets and Pies, the link, as I mentioned earlier, is in the description. Feel free to leave any comments or likes for that reaction here on this Afterthoughts review. And until next time, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.